Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Anderson.
And it's the Hawks to start out. Young with it. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. All right, Grant, as far as pace of play, these teams both methodical.
You know, both teams are methodical and deliberate. I mean, they're comfortable, of course, operating in the half court, and they'll push the ball selectively when those opportunities present themselves.
They get it back. Back to Randall. Jacks up a three. The kick out to Brunson. Hart from long range. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson.
Anderson 3个篮板。
That's just outstanding floor awareness.
1个篮板1分。
Brunson doesn't matter if he's at the 1 or the 2. He always makes the right play.
It's scooped up.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Pass to Randall. Fires for three. Rebounded by the Hawks. And here's Murray. The kick out to Young. Launches it. The putback.
干喜欢呐
Positioning on the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Lets it go from deep. And it's Brunson with the three.
What a confident stroke from Jalen Brunson. This guy doesn't have to dominate with the ball in his hands.
And a guy who entered the league in a supporting role, Doris. Jalen Brunson, now a legitimate star.
He is, B.A., and consider that this is a man who was drafted in the 2nd round and just kept working, biding his time and contributing to winning. And the greater the opportunity, the more he has stretched to meet that opportunity.
And a deep three from Young. And it's Young again missing.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check. You know, it seemed to me they were shying away from a foul there. The D still has to be a little bit more physical than that. He's got to feel you.
Pass to Young. Over Brunson. And Young gets it to go.
And that's true unselfishness right there. Murray, outstanding feed to the open teammate.
And he comes up with a bucket. Brunson's got 5 points.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense.
干吹样
The deep ball from Young. He only needs a little wiggle room to feel comfortable firing away.
Here's the three. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. And now the Knicks on the break. And it's Randall with the jam.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Outside Murray. Lets the three fly. Sinks the tray. 5 points in the game.
And Murray, lethal off the dribble, but can do it off the catch as well.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Kept alive. For three, DiVincenzo. The Knicks rebound. The three is up. Fires in the triple. DiVincenzo's got his second basket of the game.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Pass to Johnson. Young from long range. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Jalen Brunson picks one up.
Like a lot of smaller guys, there's a real ferocity to Trae Young's game. He's willing to scrap to get what he wants.
And he makes all three.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Here's Randall. No good on the buzzer beater. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. It's the Knicks. They lead by 4. And back to the start of the second.
我要当西部队。
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Knicks?
Well, they clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone
我
engaged in
靠，
other
卡
areas as
皮
well.
啦！
Yeah, great timing on the denial by Capella, able to get a piece of the ball on that one.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, Bogdanovich may not be a star, but he has respect. All-star Kevin Durant said, quote, guys like him challenge you with their fundamentals. He can dribble, shoot, and pass. He's methodical and efficient with his movements. A guy like that can play with his brain and also with his skills. It presents a unique challenge. Brian?
Boy, that is the truth. Nice stuff there, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Young. Bay outside. On the wing, Murray. Shot clock at 5. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Well, just 2 playoff appearances for the Knicks in the last decade, but 2 in 3 seasons for Tom Thibodeau.
And B.A., I think you can certainly say in 2 of those 3 seasons, this is an organization and a team that exceeded expectation. And now you have pieces like Mitchell Robinson, the young big who is such a presence at the rim, and Jalen Brunson triggering all the action from the point guard position. Boy, you add another piece or 2 and look out for the New York Knicks.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Hawks making a change here. And a big finish by Robinson.
Yeah, Julius Randle has a good feel on the offensive end. On time and on target with the pass.
Hunter on the wing. Doubled by Randle. And stolen by Brunson. Randle with it. And it's Young picking him up. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
The Hawks making a switch here. Now here's Robinson.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Randle outside. Outside Hart. And he lays it up and in. Hart's got 7 points.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
Pass to Bay. Capella with it. Check by Randle. Murray for 3. Bay can't get the putback. The Knicks with the lead. Outside Robinson. Back to DiVincenzo. Tries again. And no good. Good D by Murray.
烂货。
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Young from long range. Sinks it from distance. 11 points in the game.
And so shifty with great handles. Young gets the defender to commit and takes full advantage.
New York calls timeout. There's 57 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Burks. Now Young with a steal. And now the Hawks on the break.
Out of bounds.
And out of bounds. The Knicks will take it. Bay with room to shoot. Here's McBride. Pass to Hartenstein. Excellent D there from Capella.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Young from long range. It's tipped. And they get it back. Three-pointer. Look at Young, making it look easy.
It's great to see Young working off the ball. He's got the skill set to flourish in that kind of action.
Outside Burks. Here's Anunoby. Driving inside.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play.
Your Hawks, 21. The Knicks, 23.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. So, Grant, if you were a GM and you could choose one young player to build around, who would it be?
Wow, that's a great question. I mean, B.A., I think you have to go with Victor Wembanyama. I know he's a young fella. He just got drafted. But the upside is so huge for this young man. His talent, his skill, his size. He is the next iteration of Kevin Durant, in my opinion. And I would go with him. He's got a lot of runway in front of him, a lot of years to get better, get stronger, and to win championships. I doubt that's what they were looking for, but it works out.
It's Hart on the wing. Randall outside. Back to Brunson. Outside, DiVincenzo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Young. DiVincenzo can't hit.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Right side, Young. Back to Bogdanovich. Outside, Young. Takes the three. It's rebounded by New York.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot.
God, Josh Hart.
Okay, that's how you stop a dunk. The defender brings the interference in a big way.
Well, when Josh Hart gets going, his confidence skyrockets, Grant. That seems to be the key for him.
Well, his floor game is special regardless. I mean, the rebounding and defense are his bread and butter, B.A. And when he's hitting shots, he becomes the complete package on the wing.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Hawks made the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, but now they're looking to return to contention. Trae Young said, quote, "We'll be all right. It's really just about us, taking care of what we can control and making sure we're ready every night. But if we get into a rhythm, it'll take care of itself." Brian?
Yeah, great point. All right, Allie, thank you. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
It's another big night for Trae Young, a relentless scorer, constantly testing your defense.
Now a timeout called by New York.
That's a good timeout. They just can't hit anything.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
And the Knicks making a change here. 2 minutes into the second half of play now.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Outside Brunson. The basket drops.
Eh,
And he gets
wow,
fouled on the
Congo.
shot. One free throw coming his way.
One of Jalen Brunson's specialties, the and one, just being aggressive.
1:52 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. There's the three. And he drains it, making him 7 for 15 for the day.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem. Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
For the lead. Some solid defense from Brunson.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Ooh.
To the middle. Here's Anunoby. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. That one on Murray.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
We've seen our fair share of NBA players from the UK. Is Anunoby the most successful, you think?
Well, B.A., how about this? I mean, he's the first player from the United Kingdom to win an NBA championship. Back in 2019, he was part of that Raptors championship. And think about this. He has now turned himself into that coveted elite defensive player on the wing, so needed in today's NBA.
There's Bogdanovich with the three.
Well, that's not easy to box out like that. It's just great footwork, and that gave him just the time he needed.
And the defense really has no chance when Young gets in space. He's just too skilled.
Outside Anunoby. Pass to Brunson. Three-pointer. That one's down for Brunson. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Hunter up top. From behind the arc. They grab their own miss. Outside Bogdanovich.
God.
Gets the three to fall. Bogdanovich has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
And this is why Bogdanovich is a vital cog in this offense. It's his ability to stretch the floor like that.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Substitution on the floor.
Just 4 seconds left in the third. Randall. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of three. It's the Knicks. They lead by 3. And coming.
36. Fans, your Hawks use dance.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. The Hawks trailing. Right side Murray. Outside Bogdanovich. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. Here's DiVincenzo. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
The drive by Murray. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo.
Terrific rim protection impacting the shot.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Outside Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Randall. That one doesn't drop. Hunter with some nice D. Pass to Murray. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bogdanovich.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Now a timeout called by New York. chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. He implored his team to use the clock. He said the clock is our friend. No need to rush things unless they give us a free one. Let's squeeze them out of this game. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Jalen Brunson right now attacking without hesitation. His foot is on the gas pedal.
Pass to Murray. Drives to the hoop. Here's Young. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
Oh, give it to him at the rim, OG Anunoby. That's power athleticism, beautifully done.
Outside Murray. Left side Johnson. Fires from deep. The Knicks pull it in.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that. Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Here's Young. And again, another missed shot. Here's Brunson outside. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
It's gotten to the point where you have to chase Jalen Brunson off the perimeter. This guy will really hurt you from deep.
Murray from outside. Hartenstein pulls it in.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Knicks.
They had more assists and shot the ball more efficiently. Those things tend to go hand in hand.
And that's so true. Without a doubt, their ball movement was essential to winning this game.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jalen Brunson.
He ran things with precision, great command of the offense, putting his teammates in all the right spots.
Outside, DiVincenzo puts up a deep three. The next rebound.
He gets to the long rebound and keeps the clock running. Great play. And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
It's stolen by Johnson. There's 47 seconds left to play in the fourth. Out of bounds, it'll be Knicks ball. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the New York Knicks. They lead by 24, their biggest margin.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Young misses.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
Oh, deflected. Fires away from way outside. And so the ball out of bounds. Bay touched it last. Here's Hartenstein. No good from outside. Young way outside. Young missing again.
Excellent job of closing out on that three.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
And so New York takes this one.
DeJounte Murray.